Hey everyone, welcome to Throwing Rod's Garage. In this video, I'm going to be working on this Case 580 Super M. It's got a hydraulic hose broken somewhere on the hoe part. So I'm going to pull it into the shop, or at least the rear end of it, and see which one's leaking. Let's see if I get soaked. Let's hope not. Okay, it's not that one. It has something to do with the bucket. Maybe. Nope. Well, maybe. I think I see it. Right up there. Let's see. Here's the bucket one. Oh, yeah, it's that one. Okay, so. I'm going to go ahead and back it in the rest of the way. That way I'm out of the rain today because it's starting to sprinkle. From the puddle, it's safe to say that we have found it. But of course, it is, not very good lighting. There we go. Right there. It's busted. So, I will have to pull this wonderful little hose out and get it repaired. I think they need this within, I think this afternoon, they're going to start digging some more. So I got to get it going. Now what I've done here is I just took the main pivot pin out, lifted the whole cylinder up so I can gain access to the hose to be able to break it loose. And of course, I'll be able to get that one way down there. Let's see if I can point to it from underneath. Right here. From underneath. Well, after about 10 minutes of embarrassing grunting, and groaning, almost tool slipping. Got it. Oil everywhere, but I got it. Hooray! I went ahead and cleaned it up a little bit so I can show you guys, but that is where, well, see if I can get it to focus. That is where it was blown out at, but there is a few spots where it has been rubbing. It was getting pretty thin. It was to the braided part, but it is an older hose, so time for a new one. I'm gonna head on into town, get a new one made, come back, slap it on, and fill it up with fluid and hope for the best. All right, I'm back from town, and I got the new hose made. Out with the old, in with the new. New hose is put in place and tightened up like it needs to be. It's all in there. It's hidden. It's hard to see. But got the pin back in, the cylinders all put back in place. Getting ready to clean up my wonderful oil mess after I top this off with fluid and see what it does. If it spits out anywhere else, hopefully not. I think that is the only hose. I was looking all over the place. Well, looking all over the machine. And the only other cylinder that looks like it might be seeping are the outriggers. That one's just a little damp. It's sprinkling out here today. So this one is just damp from the water. But this is the outrigger that might need to be rebuilt sometime in the near future. With that being said, I'm going to go ahead and get this mess cleaned up, top off the hydraulic fluid, and we'll see if there's anywhere else that's leaking. It's definitely low. Doesn't even register on the little sight glass there. Let's add some of this liquid gold in. Oop, spilled a little bit. Let's see. Where is the full mark? It says full, cold. Well, where's the line? Supposed to be where it's considered full. We'll just give it a shot right there. All right, I'm going to go ahead and fire this thing up. I went ahead and greased everything up around, all the grease certs, because, hey, while it's at the shop, no better time than to sit there and grease everything, check all the fluids, blah, 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 all that good stuff. So let's fire this thing up, and we'll see how it works. Wrong way. I'm going to put that bucket right above that sawdust, just in case, because it has some nasty stuff in it. Hey, so far so good. Yummy. I'm going to go ahead and pull this thing out of the shop. Make sure I have plenty of clearance, and I'll take it outside here and just move it up and down, get all the air bubbles out of the hoses. All right, here we go. Release. Here's the throttle. Perfect. It's locked. All right, let's check the level on the fluid since we went through all the motions. Yeah, it could use a little bit more. I have about 2 gallons left in that bucket, so I'm going to go ahead and top it off. It's a fairly good sized tank, and that way, if there is any more air pockets somewhere, it'll be fine. But I do want to say this. I am not an operator, so don't make fun of me trying to play with the backhoe. I can fix them. Not very good at operating them. I don't have very much seat time in there. But I'm going to go ahead and load up some stuff that is in the shop and up front of the shop to get it out of the way, because that infinity that is in the shop has to go to the dealership. And I'm going to go ahead and get everything cleared from in front of that door so I can get it out tomorrow.
A few moments later.
Well, if you can hear them, I have company. The other ones on the other side of the fence are not very happy. Now, the reason why I'm walking down here, it's not too far to walk where I park my truck. I need to get the dozer running. And instead of fighting these little guys trying to get through the gates, it's easier just to walk down here. Pretty sure it's a fuel issue. They said that it does turn over, but it won't start. I think they're trying to tell me how to fix it. But when I get down here, I'll show you guys. Here she is in all her glory. And I'm pretty sure, let's see, I'm gonna check. I forgot to grab some gloves. Oh well, it's not gonna kill me. Make sure it's got fuel primed up okay. I sure don't feel like it. There we go. That pump needs some attention for sure. Key. Okay, we have ignition. Kind of wants to. She's never given this trouble before. Usually fires right off. I want to kill the battery. Well, the one thing I'm lacking out here is a jumper pack. I've been talking about getting one for quite a while. Well, this poor thing does take 24 volts to turn it over. But it's probably not even turning over at 8 volts. So another 12 probably would have helped. But yep, it almost fires, but it ain't got enough oomph left. Don't know what's going on with it. Usually before it would roll over a half a turn and it would just fire right off. Now that injector pump down below does not look very good. This is about as much as I can get before it almost dies. It acts like it's only firing on one cylinder. Sounds like it has great compression, but it's only firing on one. So I don't know if I need to crack the injectors loose. We'll see. I might have to. Well, I'm back here at the shop. I was checking to see if possibly I had an extra filter for that dozer. And they have two different ones. They have a spin-on and a canister. And unfortunately, I do not have an extra filter. So I had to order one. Go figure. I mean, older machines, not everybody keeps filters around for them. But so I'm going to have to come back another day and get that swapped out. We are going to put the batteries on a charger because I think they tried cranking on it. I cranked on it. And I mean, without it starting, it's not going to charge. So it wore down the battery. So there's a couple other little projects that I need to get done. I'm not going to record them. I mean, they're just piddly little things to get done. So I'm going to get at that and we'll see what's happening next. Well, everyone, it's another day and I have to load up this Infinity on my trailer. My boss needed to borrow my car hauler. Unfortunately, this thing needs an engine and we don't have the tools here to replace it or the time or the engine. So they're going to drop it off at a dealership and get another engine put in it. Unfortunately, I believe at jump time, I took an endoscope through each cylinder and almost every single piston has been hit by the valves. So it does have 200,000 miles on it. It is a 17 model. It is a major shame because this vehicle is gorgeous. So I'm going to get it loaded up. Well, got it halfway strapped down and I ended up with my own flat tire. Not on the trailer, on either side, but my own. Oh no! I haven't pulled my boot off yet. It's not in it. Not no more, but it went into my foot. And of course, it had to be a screw. Let's see how long it is. It's hard to do one-handed. We'll just unscrew it. Okay, it might have been in my foot still. Just a little bit. This is probably not the proper way of doing this. Good Lord, how long of a screw? About that long, and it was about that deep in there. Ah. Put some Fix-A-Flat in there. That'll get the flat fixed. Oh well, back to strapping the vehicle down. There she is, all strapped down on all four corners. And good to go. I do apologize, guys. I'm sorry for getting my mic today, so it might sound a little off. But secured all four corners. And that'd be about it on this one. I just got to park it out of the way so they can go ahead and haul it off to the dealership tomorrow morning. And I was going to go work on the dozer. And of course, O'Reilly's sent the wrong filter. Now, this isn't the first time, I understand. Accidents happen. But it kind of is a damper, you know. I would like to be able to get the dozer going today, so it's one less thing I have to worry about next week. But, well, there's a bolt. I don't need that in the foot either. But, that's okay. Giving me something to do next week. It's not like they're in a hurry for it. I have to get the dozer close to the shop because we're going to pull off the front cylinders that lift and lower the blade, and we're going to rebuild those. Well, I'm not. There's a shop here in town that said that they can do it with no issue. So I do believe that's going to be it for this video. I appreciate you guys for watching. Please like and subscribe, and you never know what's going to happen next, so stay tuned.